I need someone to explain to me why this movie was ever made. What's up, everybody? So, this is my review of War of the Worlds 2025. Arguably one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I'll have only this thing that I think is a good part of this movie, and I think it's the concept. The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells, that particular story has been adapted so many times that to do it again, you do really needed to have a unique take on it. And I thought the idea of it being through the lens of basically the digital age, seeing it happen on screen as it is happening, I thought that was kind of cool. Okay, and that kind of what intrigued me about the trailer. I did wonder what Ice Cube could have brought to this, but I also kind of appreciated that, hey, I'm going to try something new. All right. And then I actually watched it, and man, if I didn't think that, okay, if I didn't make the choice of doing a review about this and posting it, I would have stopped 10 minutes in. First of all, his character is probably the most irresponsible employee in the US government in this particular case. He's supposed to be a domestic terror analyst for Homeland Security, and really all you see him doing is dodge calls that are work related so he can use the technology to spy on his family. And really spy on his family. I mean, he is going as far as hacking into the camera of his pregnant daughter's refrigerator so that he can scold her on not having enough protein. He even hacks into the camera of where she goes to buy coffee to scold her that all she had to eat for breakfast was a muffin. He hacks into his son's computer account and deletes all of his games because he doesn't like the fact that his son doesn't have a job yet. All the while, he is getting phone calls from a colleague that works in NASA, and he just keeps ducking the calls. He's even getting calls from other agencies and people that he works with, and he just doesn't respond to them because all he is doing is spying on his kids. And now, not to say that I don't think that some U.S. government officials are actually doing that. Having said that, I don't think they're, dodging calls as much as this guy is. And knowing what the movie is going to be about, it just makes it kind of annoying, more than suspenseful, which I guess is what they were trying to go for. But man, it's just terrible. And then on top of that, the CGI for the spaceships and the tripods that land on Earth is just terrible. I don't understand the main plot device, the main thing. If you've seen even the Tom Cruise interpretation of this that came out in 2005, which is a very underrated adaptation of War of the Worlds, directed by Steven Spielberg. It takes from the source material where the aliens invade and they're basically using humans as food. All right, I can buy that. I can even buy other science fiction movies, kind of like Independence Day or Oblivion, these other alien invasion type of movies where their goal is to suck up the natural resources of Earth. That makes sense to me. But in this movie, I don't know who came up with this idea, but they need to be fired because it was so ridiculous. The thing that the aliens want and that they feed off of is data. It's like information, really, like zeros and ones. That's what they want to eat up so that they can move on to the next world and feed off of their data, whatever the hell that is. It was such a waste of time. It wasn't even one of those movies that's so bad it's good. You have those in the lexicon of Hollywood cinema. This just seemed like a waste of everyone's time and money. And that's just, I hate it when this happens. But you're gonna come across these movies, once or twice every couple of years. So if you haven't seen it, I don't recommend that you do. If you want to see it, it's on Amazon Prime. Side note, they really, really hit you over the head with the Amazon product placement. Everything from delivery drones to Amazon gift cards, which get mentioned way too much. It's just bad. It's just such a bad movie. And it's not even, like I said, it's not even one of those movies that's so bad it's good. It's just straight up bad. So if you want to see it as a goof, all right. But if you don't want to waste your time, do not click on this movie when the thumbnail comes up. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button, give me a follow, and I'll see you guys next time.